Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hunger Games. No. I'm sorry. Welcome to the 2024 Olympics in Paris. This is wild. I mean, at this point, I was saying for a while nothing else could surprise me, but I can't. This actually surprised me. At the Olympics, a worldwide event, that tells you that the world is in this deception. Not just over here, the world is in this deception. This is absolutely mind blowing. They mocked the Last Supper. How many times have I told you guys? Darkness knows where light is. So darkness will try to mock light, making light of it to people. And what's light? Christ. So if Christ is light and darkness mocks light, of course they're going to do something like this at the Paris Olympics and mock the Last Supper with Yeshua and the disciples. Isn't this mind blowing? You know what's really sad about this as well? There's a child up there. There's half naked individuals up there. There's men with dresses up there. And there's a child up there. I don't know if you guys can see right there in the yellow who was dancing on stage right next to this man who had his privates out on national television. My brothers and sisters. Absolutely mocking. He had a decapitated head on one scene. How many times have I been on here exposing darkness in what they call art, and people be saying things like, oh, it's just art. Commenting on my comments, it's just art. You're making too big of a deal about it. Really? Really? Well, now you see we're on a national stage and it's just art where they're mocking Jesus and it's just art. You still say this is just art? You're out of your artistic mind. Of course, they'll have Gaga as well. Mind blowing. She's super left, super trans, super alphabet, super rain. I'm not even gonna say rainbow. Rainbow is from the Lord. It's a whole dress and a whole beard. Guys, we're not even about to. This dude naked, a whole blue smurf naked, meant to be the last meal on the table. It's mind blowing, guys. Bisexual icon, statue of Simone. And look who we got here. I just did a video on her and the demonic children clothing brand that she was blowing up. Ain't that crazy how they had Lady Gaga and Celine Dion, two people we've discussed on here, as just doing complete wickedness. A crew of drag queens and dancers performed an apparent parody of the Last Supper at the 2024 Paris Olympics opening ceremony Friday, drawing intense criticism across social media. This is crazy. Opening your event by replacing Jesus and the disciples at the Last Supper with men in drag. Clint Russell, the host of Liberty Lockdown podcast, fumed on X. There are 2.4 billion Christians on earth, and apparently the Olympics wanted to declare loudly to all of them right out the gate, not welcome, said Russell. Guys, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? They're trying to silence you, my brothers and sisters. They're trying to silence you. This is a declaration of war in the spirit. I'm not sure if you guys see that or not. It definitely is. Look at this mess here. It's gay. It's gay.
Okay.
It's all gay. And listen, this is why you don't go against God's law. Because you had a lot of Christians out here years ago with Obama saying, oh, just let them get married. Just open up that door. Love is love. They love each other. Who cares? It's not my business. That's not the point. When you open certain doors that are not of God, they begin to open more and more and more and more. You are letting a whole lot of demonic activity inside of that door. I don't know if you see it or not. Started out with LG. Listen, it started out with LG. Then they got B. Then they got Q. Then they got T. Then they got P. Then they got S. Because they decided to open the door that was not of God. Because they decided to come into a place of what they thought was unity, but was evil in disguise. They stole the rainbow. They took pride in pride. They said love is God instead of God is love. And you fell for it. Now you're in a complete place of confusion. Wondering how in the world do we get to the point where this type of stuff is at the Olympics on television, nationally. It's national. International. This is absolutely mind-blowing. You know what happened not too long after that, though? Massive power outage reported in Paris one day after Olympics opening ceremony. You better quit playing with God. Isaiah 5:20, woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who turn darkness to light and light to darkness, who replace bitter with sweet and sweet with bitter. Y'all really out here playing with the Lord. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And we know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm going to tell you guys this, my brothers and sisters, before I wrap this up. You better be right with the Lord. Because the way that the world is turning, listen, you got Kamala running for president now, right? Trump, Kamala. Kamala's pro-drag, pro-abortion, pro-trans. She was on the RuPaul show. Okay? RuPaul. She's cool with Gavin Newsom. She's okay with his bill that he's passing as far as children changing their genders. I'm going to tell you right now, if that lady ends up in the White House, we're going to step into true judgment. I don't care about what you think about Trump. This ain't even, I'm not talking about him. If that lady ends up in the White House, you better be right with God. That's all I'm going to say about it. You better be right with the Lord. Because there's no telling what's going to happen. You see what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. You see what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. And I say that because you have her for all these things. And I told you, when you open a little crack, it begins to open wider and wider. And she wants to open it more and more wide. Now, you have Trump, on the other hand, who's talking about stopping transgender teaching in school. He's talking about stopping this, stopping that. She's getting mad, talking about we have to stop him. He's trying to put a ban on abortion. I mean, lady, we have to get our reproductive rights. She's marching for this. I'm just saying, if that happens, and those who put her there, you wanted a leader after your own heart. You wanted a leader after your own heart. Listen, if you don't want to vote for Trump, just don't vote. That's the best decision I can give you. Because Kamala, I would never put myself in agreement with somebody like that. You don't think it's serious, but the Lord looks at it serious. If you have the nerve to get up, go to a place, put her name on a ballot, You are coming into agreement with her ways, and her ways are completely wicked and evil. Now, I'm just talking about a place that we can start as far as our country. A lot of people look to our country. A lot of people look to the U.S., whether you believe it or not. A lot of people look to the U.S. Why do you think the celebrities in the U.S. are worldwide famous? But you go to Brazil or you go to China, they're superstars. We don't know who they are. You don't know who the biggest, some of the biggest names in Brazil, you don't know who they are. Some of the biggest names in China, you don't know who they are. Japan, you don't know who they are. Who? Wait, who? I just went to Brazil last year. I seen huge people out there say, who is that? Who is he? Who is she? What? But the biggest people in the U.S., they most definitely know who they are. You know why? Because people look at the U.S. The U.S. is the center. May the Lord intervene. May the Lord reform the United States. May the Lord restore the United States. Hallelujah. Glory be to the Lord. May the glory be the Lord's. No man, no woman. May the glory be the Lord's. But may the Lord intervene. Hallelujah. Praying for restoration, my brothers and sisters. May it be restored and may the world follow. Hallelujah. The way that we're headed right now, though, my brothers and sisters, the administration we're under right now, things are going south. And they've been going super south within the last 4 years. Get right with God, my brothers and sisters. Get right with God. And let me know what you think about this absolute buffoonery. I love you guys. God bless. Shalom.